Hello!
Hi!
And welcome back to the Horror Herald.
Ooh. Sorry, I had a bit of a
burp?
Had a bit of a
bubble? A bubbly burp?
Oh, you betcha. It was bubbling up. It was bubbling up in my stomach. It was like, ooh, let me out, let me out, let me out. Open the door. Open the red door. Open the red door out. Red door.
I tried to keep a straight face.
Insidious. So that's a little transition to say hi. Welcome to the video. We are doing a very special video here today. We are doing Insidious 1 and 2 double feature review.
Yep.
We're living in a world of double features, aren't we?
Yeah. So
Barbenheimer. That's Oppenheimer and what's it? Barbie.
Bob.
There you go. Another one's coming out. Did you know another one's coming out? Another Paw Patrol the movie and Saw X is coming out on the same day.
Well, I have no interest in Saw X.
Yeah, me neither, but it's happening.
I have no interest in Saw X, but, you know, I may as well watch that as well.
Yeah. I mean, who really wants to?
You get it, because the joke is that I want to see Paw Patrol and not Saw X.
Yeah, who does want it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saw Patrol. Be there.
Patrol XXX, a poor parody.
Oh, no.
A poor parody.
No. Very poor. No, sorry. No, hi. Sorry, hi. This is a horror channel. If you're a child, what are you doing? No. Why are you a child? Grow up. No, but hi. Thank you. Sorry, thank you for coming on this video. We are reviewing both Insidious 1 and 2, a double review. We have reviewed Insidious The Red Door. That's also on this channel. Probably going to come out before this video. Right. Oh.
I'm a demon.
He's a demon. Oh, actually, I don't know if that looks cool. Does that look cool?
Editor me. Is this cool?
Is this cool? Comments. Tell us. What is this? Is this cool?
Was that cool?
But hi, sorry, welcome. We've done Insidious: The Red Door. Our review is probably out by now. And that's why we're wearing probably the same outfits. If you're watching this video after the fact, we are wearing the same outfits. And the point is, if we're watching this after the fact, we are doing this. We filmed this directly after we filmed the first one, which means that we're going to skip a few segments. Normally what we do is we have a lovely news segment telling you the news of the week. And we just, you know it, there's no new news.
Nothing new has happened in the hour in between filming.
Yeah.
So
don't quote us on that. Not that you even
Nothing
know.
new. New FNAF trailer.
You don't even know when we're filming this. Maybe you do, based off the news. But and also we normally have a little sponsor segment, which is good. It's a good sponsor.
Can we just use that one for this video and not?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to you. I promise you. I am having to reveal the QR code. The sponsor that we had last week, not last week, the last video was Velvet Video. Velvetvideo.weebly.com. Velvetvideo.weebly.com. It might be worth your time. I know the other ones are, but velvetvideo.weebly.com is a good website. Check that out. Have some fun with it, and also just check out all the other websites that have been done. Not that we have any links, but you know, just look at the past videos. Check out the past.
Afraid does all of them.
Demon Quiz. It wasn't in the last one. I was proud of that one. That's for the horror fanatics out there. Demon Quiz, and it has red light like this. Anyway, this was a bit of a long intro, but not really that long compared to our other videos. But we're gonna get straight to the fact. Insidious 1 and 2. Now, do you want to do a little brief about how you feel about the Insidious films, Louis?
Love them. Your turn.
Yeah, I like them. I definitely like them. Louis is a big Insidious fan.
It was one of the first horror movies I ever watched. Insidious 1. I was much younger. It gave me my fears. Well, it gave me my fears, but
gave me
my fears and made me scared of ghouls and demons. And I love them now. And James and Leigh Whannell are one of my favorite, pretty much my favorite filmmakers, and I follow their career. So pretty much Insidious is very near and dear to my heart. So this will be a biased review.
And I will give my unbiased review because I like Insidious and I like the directors.
But he just watched them 2 weeks ago.
But I watched them, about 2 weeks ago. That's correct. Oh no, beyond 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
So I mean, a bit
weeks
while
ago.
back. And it's funny because, good old Louis, he gave me the DVD of the first one. It's been sitting on my shelves for years. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to open the DVD until I watch it. And I just never did watch it. And that's okay. I'm sure it's great. And now I watched it, and you'll see my review.
And he was falling asleep the whole
No,
time.
I wasn't watching it. But you know what? It's a franchise that I want to check the rest of it.
Yeah.
I want to check out number 3 and 4. And it's but yeah. Anyway, what am I saying? You'll see the review. You'll see it. This is a little. We like them. That's your non-spoiler. That's all you get.
Like 'em.
That's all you get. That's the non-spoiler. We like them.
Yeah.
But yes, also quick note before we review, before we switch up our angles. Some of this review, I think maybe at least for me, but maybe you as well, is based off my memory. Because I only wrote down notes for the first movie after watching it, and I forgot to write down notes for the second movie.
You had to get out cool pretty quick.
We had to go. So we watched a recap. I'm vaguely remembering it. My notes are very bare bones, but that's all it is. So keep that in mind. But now, for us to switch up angles and get straight into Insidious right now on channel Horror Herald. Love ya. Mwah.
Yeah. Oh, boy! We're back.
I feel like that was aggressive. Oh, you got flannel.
Oh, flannel on.
Whoa, he got flannel.
Whoa.
He got flannel. Hi, guys. Oh,
That's scary.
I like that.
We'll do that like ever so often, like halfway through. Just go.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna try it. It doesn't work as good. Hello, hi.
Hi.
We are now in our special new angles, and we're gonna get straight to reviewing the movies. First up, the one that started it all, guys. The classic, the immortal classic. There it is. See, this is the DVD. This is the DVD you got me. Still sealed. Still product sealed.
Yeah, we watched it on
Shiny.
Netflix.
We watched it on Netflix. Stan. They have them all on Stan. If you don't know what Stan is, that's the Australian.
The Australian Peacock, but better.
Yeah. And it was made before Peacock.
Because it's owned by like a network channel. Like Peacock is
I
owned by
don't know
NBC. Yes, owned by 9.
9. Wow. 9. You know, there you go. But that's it. Insidious, guys. Insidious. Very cool. The first one.
Yeah.
We are reviewing
2010.
2010. That's right.
Patrick Wilson starring as Patrick Wilson.
With Rose Byrne. Hey, did
Rose
you
Byrne
know?
is the main character.
Did
of this
you
one.
know that I met Rose Byrne over a little video?
Yeah.
Over a little video. Like
Leo's met Rose Byrne.
Vague. I said a few things, but it was nice. It was nice. You're in a little ATYP thing. But anyway, enough of that little story. Barely told it, but that's okay. We are doing Insidious, the first one. Great one, directed by James Wan.
Written by Leigh Whannell.
Written by Leigh Whannell. We love them. From
Love our
Saw
boys.
fame, from Conjuring fame.
Whoa.
If you know it,
Invisible Man.
Invisible Man, Dead Silence.
Dead
if you
Silence.
know it, lots of great stuff.
Whoa.
But Insidious, this was the big one.
Yeah.
This is the one, not the one that took them into the horror genre,
But
this is the one that made
them a name.
them a name and gave studios hope into a Conjuring universe, which just changed the landscape of horror. It truly has.
Which came very soon after.
And they came out the same year as number 2.
Yeah.
The first one.
What a year for
The
Whannells and the James. Well,
you know it.
mainly James, because
Yeah.
Leigh Whannell didn't have anything to do with Conjuring. But
Yeah. Really?
No.
Nothing wrong. You never
I don't
did
think
anything?
so.
Never did anything with Conjuring? I guess Insidious, he took care of Insidious.
Yeah.
He took care of Insidious.
But
But anyway, what we're doing number 1.
we're doing number one.
We kind of give a little non-spoiler thing.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think this one is my favorite in its vibes, but I think Insidious 2 has a better story. That's like
Maybe. I remember finishing the films and going, oh, I like Insidious 2 a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I do have
because
to be honest.
Insidious 2 has a more focused story.
But at the same time, actually, I just watched the recap and I'm like, maybe I might like Insidious 1 more.
Okay.
Because, when I was watching it, we were watching it right after each other.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, oh, I saw it as a complete story.
Yeah.
And I felt like Insidious 2 was a lot more action heavy.
Yeah.
But on the same time, I don't know. As a complete package,
Insidious 1 is like
maybe Insidious 1 is
this one is
better.
just such a good
But we'll
Fun
get to that.
time.
I think we'll discuss. I think we'll have a little talk
Yeah.
right after finishing both of them, talking about both of them. So let's start with Insidious. Louis, it's your baby. Kick us off. What's a positive? What's a positive
Great
you giving it?
tension and suspense. My boys, I know he perfects it in The Conjuring, but he starts off strong. It's like going onto a football field and scoring your first goal in the first minute. Soccer, sorry, no, I say football. And it's like getting someone out in cricket and making them have a diamond duck, which means they have 0 runs. It's like being the best. It's like being the bowler to get that person out. It's like beating Messi in a lot of other sport metaphors. I don't watch sport, but I know them.
You know sports.
It's like, it's not the perfect, but like what a strong start for James Wan in this genre.
Sure.
Man, he did Dead Silence, but shut up. Like what a masterclass of absolute like classic. Like it's now standard. It's become standard in horror now. If you see a horror movie like in this genre,
For better or for worse.
yeah, it's not his fault that he just did it best and everyone was like, oh yeah, give it. It's like Halloween and then Friday the 13th. It's like it's not Halloween's fault for Friday the 13th. It's not Insidious's fault for all the shitty Netflix like haunted movies that have come out.
Yeah.
So like Insidious it's like the handheld not fisheye, but widescreen lens.
Yeah.
Following Rose Byrne around as stuff is happening. And like, sure, you can say that there are, needless jump scares, but there are like actual scares in this movie and perfect one takes, like when she's taking out the garbage and the kid is running in the background. You've got
Is that number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Oh yeah, because
that's
they
a
moved to the
tiptoe.
second house. Yes.
Because they moved to the second house and the kid's in the background.
I'm not gonna be great when reviewing these because to me I just see them
been a
both as
while.
the same thing.
Yeah.
But
they're pretty much one big story, but yeah.
Yeah. But I when watching this movie, when reviewing this movie, I have to separate my brain because like I have seen The Conjuring and all that stuff before I saw Insidious, so I have to separate. Go like okay. Because there's some stuff about, The Conjuring and those kind of jump scares that I'm not a big fan of. But I have to remember that, no, Insidious
Came first.
They came first. It did this first. I can't compare it to The Conjuring because it was before The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Because while I maybe prefer The Conjuring over Insidious, I gotta go well, no, because Insidious did all this stuff before. I can't. There's some. Doesn't mean I won't critique it, but I have to go but I agree to this. I haven't seen these movies a lot. I saw Insidious the one time.
It's been a while. I've seen Insidious 4 times at this point.
Sure, yeah, nice. And it's a good tension.
Like fuck yeah, dude. I love this movie.
And to go up on that, I'll go to a positive. I think there's great sound design. And I think that really lends to it. Not all the time. And I will say Insidious 2 maybe has it worse than 1. But I'll get to the negative. Negative. But I do think, the random noises make it scary.
The demon cracking of branches before the demon moves. It's just perfect sound design because it's not a heavy VFX movie, low budget. So what can you do to make this scary? Sound effects.
Yeah,
perfect sound design.
And the score is good.
The score's
as well.
fun. The score's very fun.
Yeah. And I think the sound is good, and they lead very well into the scares. They're not like, we're gonna make the movie scary by having all this instrumental. Yeah. We're gonna have have it actually serve as the scare.
Yeah, and it's like how people say oh, people are scared about the jump of oh, we're scared of the score, not the actual scary thing in front of me. It's you can say that about Insidious, but the score itself is scary. It's not like a classic movie where it's just bam, bam, cymbals clashing together. That's not scary. The actual score of this movie, if I heard it with no context, would be terrifying. If I heard the score for It, I would be like, what the fuck is this? The score for It isn't, I don't know, I haven't listened to it, but it's not memorable that I remember. It's got some good scenes, but do you remember the scare score? It just sounds but in this movie it's distinct.
Yeah.
In this
I remember
movie,
some music from it, but yeah, I guess not the scare.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah, I get you saying.
You remember the piano, but in this movie you remember like Void Figure 7. I know the name of the specific score. And it's like
Nice.
and it's brilliant and like I love it and there's also entering the further and there's other parts where like I remember where these scenes are with these scores and
Here on the Horror Herald, we really like our music.
We love
like
our
horror music
horror
scores.
music. Yeah.
And
it's
but
very
yeah,
important.
yeah. But nice, yeah.
That always goes towards negatives and positives, the score. If like we never go like, the score, whatever. Like, no, the score is.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go for another one?
One of them is, I think this movie does become really creative in its haunted house, because it starts off and then like you could assume that like if you've never seen this movie before, it's like, oh, it's a haunted house. It's probably a ghost. It seems pretty boring. But then suddenly the second act comes out and it's like, nope, it's a fucking ghoul. Now, astral projection. Josh has repressed memories. Woman in a black dress. Like now, there's like hypnosis, and now there's actual demon jump scares, like the one we have on the screen. It's like, it's like it takes what you think the genre is, just knocks on the door and the knock, 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 and what was that? And then like a scare of like a cat coming out, and this one's like, no, this one has a demon jumping at you. This has ghosts. This has different dimensions. This has like creativity of like, it's not just a ghost. The ghost is coming from a fucking different plane of existence. It's like pushing further than like, it's like how Halloween as a slasher is like, we're not just having a guy who runs around. This guy like has a story. You like, and like is evolved, and you like has a specific mask, and it has to be this specific way. And there's like, and it's like creates a new level for the slasher. This movie does that for the haunted house movies. It's like, no, it's not a ghost. It's a demon. It's not a haunting. It's a possession. It's not a haunted house. It's a possessed human, and it's haunting the person. Lin Shaye like comes in and adds a new creative way to show scares. Scary. I almost said scaries, so I was like scares. That's my other positive.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. I mean, I think you said that so well. I don't really need to add anything to that. But okay, yeah. Another great positive I'm gonna add to it is that I really think there were some great set pieces in this movie. Some really great kind of like scenes and like images and set pieces.
Yeah, this movie's full of memorable.
There's of course the big demon lair, not demon lair. It's a demon lair. It's a demon lair. That was very cool. And of course in the rest of the movie there's I wrote these notes a while back, so I'm trying to remember them. Yeah. There was like the demon lair, even the house,
the bedroom. There's the bedroom.
The bedroom. Yeah, those kind of like scare set pieces.
There's
the
the
doors
circle.
opening all the time.
Yeah, there's the circle when they're like she's got the mask on and he's got the headphones and he's riding.
That like stuff like that. Yeah. So my brain is I
okay.
don't remember that much because I wrote this ages ago. I know. I'm a shit with you.
It's
why
okay.
are you trusting me?
It's okay. This is why I'm here.
Because I'm sexy and we got the brains over here. We got the
This is
sex appeal and we got the brains.
This is a me. So yeah.
No, but I just think there's some great set pieces, and those are really cool little scenes, and it works really well for this movie.
Of course, and that goes right into obviously like just amazing, memorable moments that other movies lack. Like when I think of The Conjuring, I think that movie, like as I think it's a definitely better made movie. Obviously, bigger budget, came out 3 years later, but it's a movie. It feels like a movie. No, it's a movie that like feels like one consistent thing, and like there's like memorable moments, but that like it's very like this movie feels like this, like it feels like there are moments that you don't remember, but there's moments that like just flash into your brain, like this moment. And then there's the moment where she's like drawing when Leigh Whannell is like trying to draw him in the corner of the room while the fan is spinning. And then like the scene with them around and Leigh Whannell listening to a lot of Leigh Whannell scenes. He wrote it. Like him listening to Lin Shaye say, and he has to draw it. And there's the scene when the mother is telling the monologue, and then it's just that classic jump scare scene. And there's the scene where he's in the attic, and there's where like we first get the first jump scare. And there's like there's the nursery where like the demon is in the room, and there's just like so many like iconic images in this movie, which like if I like, which came later, which is The Conjuring. There's not as many like key images that I have of that movie. There's there's the legs swinging, sure. There's obviously like
clap.
Yeah, there's the clap. Like there are definitely images, but this one like are more colorful images, I think.
Yeah.
And like and that stand out from which could have been just a mundane movie. And this like it's become a staple of just the bloody handprint on the bed, which is in the fifth one.
Yeah.
It's just such good scare sequences. I think. Yeah.
Such good.
Is that it? The all the ones that. Yeah, those are the ones.
Those are positive.
No, those are the sequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to another one, or I'm happy to go?
Sure. Last big one, but I think this one, it could have not had a. It has like a lot of James movie. It has a really good core family.
Yeah.
Like it's not as it's not perfect because there's so much going on in this movie. But like, I feel for Rose Byrne. I feel for Josh. I love how I call Rose Byrne, but I call him by his character name. There's also Dalton. Like obviously, I don't want Dalton to die, but I feel their connection. There's scenes where they're like actually like just have scenes with no scares, and it's just like humans reacting to their child like in a coma, like, and it feels natural, and it feels like Josh like after kicking Elise out, he like has that scene with Dalton like, where are you, buddy? Where are you? Just tell me where you are. And he looks at this, and he looks at all of the colors and all the drawings, and he's like, she might be right. And then Rose walks in, and they comfort each other. There's scenes where Rose is like trying to clean his sheets, and there's just like those intimate moments, and then Josh is not going home as early. It's like, and there's just, and like you want them to win, and you want them to succeed, and you learn about Josh's backstory, and it's like, oh shit, like this is actually really like a well-made movie. Like it's a movie. It feels well-rounded in that way.
Mm-hmm.
That like every character I care about, maybe not that little shithead little brother, but
He's fine.
Here's also that great moment where it's like, can you tell Dalton to stop moving around at night?
Mm-hmm.
Can you like stop? And like the mom's like, what do you mean he's in a coma? And he's like, sheesh, dude, I don't know.
And it really helps that I guess everyone in the family are mostly great actors as well.
Yeah,
that
very well acted.
Everyone in this movie I think are great actors.
Yeah.
To a degree. So some people, some better than others, of course.
Yeah.
But I think everyone, serves the, role
Leigh
very
Whannell,
well.
my guy.
Leigh Whannell, he's alright.
He's actually pretty good.
He's better than he was in Saw. He was better than he was in Saw.
Better than he was in Saw.
But I think everyone's good. Everyone seems like a good, solid. Everyone portrays the character solidly, and just great acting from everyone. But yeah, I mean I think it's a great family, and I think the chemistry between characters is there. Even with the Josh's mother is
Elise.
Elise.
No, Elise.
Elise.
Is it Elise?
There's
No,
Lin
Elise.
Shaye, and then
Elise is Lin Shaye's character.
Oh, okay.
Lorraine. Like it's like Lorraine Warren. That's how I remember.
Lorraine.
But
I think I think it was good.
Great.
Yeah,
Good time.
and okay, is that your last like major positive? Because I have lots of little mini ones that you can expand upon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So what I enjoy about this movie is that I'm not the biggest fan of haunting movies.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly just because it's
like
in pop culture these days there's so many.
I know.
There's so many.
Yeah.
But this film does a really interesting version of the haunting movie. It has a really cool concept, and that's what I really like. I really like this idea of the further.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call it. The other.
No.
But it has a really cool kind of take on the further, like as this kind of realm of all these ghosts and spirits being lost, and we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know the story of like purgatories, but it's kind of cool how cool concept with people who can like dream and astro project. how they can be very
taken,
vulnerable
yeah.
to the ghosts of the further, because that's a cool concept where if their body gets out of their if their spirit gets out of their body,
Demons can take over.
That spirit can go into theirs, and that's a really cool concept. And it's it's a very, and the further it visually looks kind of interesting, despite it all being kind of black.
It's obviously like a low budget movie, but
Yeah.
like it like takes that concept and is like makes it like really cool. Like just, like the lantern idea as well. Like you have to find your own way. Like lantern, it's kind of Greek myth kind of way.
Sure,
I don't know.
yeah.
Kind of feels Greek to me. Like if it was a bit Greek to me, I don't know. It's giving Greek. No, but
I think it's just a very cool and interesting take, and one that you could do so much with, rather than just having it's a ghost who's possessing someone and they're going crazy. This is one that there can be sequels, because there's a lot of lore that you could explore with this place. It's a story world,
which is like the third and fourth one do, which I'm
excited
for you to
and
see.
I want to see them. Gosh, I can't wait. But yes, it's a very interesting take on the genre. But no, I think it's interesting. I moved to another one. The main demon is cool. He's just a cool design. Yeah, he's a little scary
cool
little boy.
I love how he little Scott. I love him. He's creepy, and like the scene, like the layer, and like he has, when he sharpens his nails, he's got the big magnifying glass.
I will say, looking back at the recap, it looks a little bit cheesy.
Oh, 100%.
It looks a little bit cheesy.
Yeah, 100%.
I prefer him in the shadows. He's the scariest when in the shadows.
Oh, 100%.
Than actually just seeing him and his stubby little legs.
But
he's a cool design, and it's a cool concept. And what's up with him? Don't do the nun. Do the scary boy.
Do the scary little boy.
The little boy.
Lipstick face demon? Nah, scary boy.
Do something about him. What's he all
boy.
about? Do we ever know what he's all about?
That was my biggest complaint about the Red Door. We don't learn anything about him.
Cool. There you go. Alrighty.
We learned so much about the bride.
What else do I have here? Oh, great ending. Really scary.
Yeah, solid ending.
Leaves you on a cliffhanger. They didn't need to continue it. I'm glad they did.
Yeah, same.
I'm glad they did. But if it did end there, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Scary.
Like what a great idea and execution of like happy ending. No, death, and then it's and then he's possessed by a demon, and boom, we're out.
Yeah, and then
you have to wait 3 years, bitch. It's like what a great.
Yeah, but it was a good solid ending. Love the concept. What else do I have? No, that's really it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with my business.
But yeah, onto the negatives. The negatives. Do you even have a list of negatives?
Yeah,
Louis?
I've negatives.
Do you even have a list of negatives? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
relies too much on jump scare sound effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though I like the sound effect itself, it's interesting. It's more interesting than other sound effects, which is not very interesting. But like, it's just sometimes I'm like, I don't need the all the time.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like. Listen, I respect James Wan a lot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do that all the time with
He doesn't do it as much new as now.
But with some of the movies I've seen with that kind of directing, I just don't like it. I really don't like it. And listen, slashes are cheap and whatever.
Yeah. Well, slashes do it all the time.
But I'm just saying that like.
Yeah.
If I don't like those kind of, I don't know. I just feel so fatigued with that, and I know it was one of the first. It wasn't,
Also, like it happens in so much in horror that when you respect a director and they do it too, it's like, come on, just do something different.
Yeah,
it's like if you watch a slasher movie, it's gonna be in it. If you watch a dumb haunted movie, it's gonna be in it. If you watch fucking it's gonna be in it. It's like you can't escape.
I just maybe with my little ADHD brain, it's just like walking around and nothing's there.
Yeah.
And it's just it got a little bit like okay,
tedious.
All right,
tedious.
Hurry up.
Yeah. But I like the noises and sound effects themselves. It's just I'd rather not. And it might I might be just being a bit too biased, but like I think just the studios just go like to do it to like a lot of movies. They just like add the sound effects.
And to be fair, maybe if I wasn't in the cinema, I would have been more receptive to it, but those jump scares I didn't really find scary.
No,
like they didn't do anything for me, and there was quite a bit, so it was a bit like okay.
Yeah, it was a bit jarring.
They didn't really work, and it wasn't really that scary. So, And yeah, I mean, I just don't love haunting movies a lot, but this one was good. Sorry, that was out of left field. But I'm just saying that yeah, when that happens,
Well, I don't like slasher movies very much.
That's fine. I'm not sorry. I don't hate
No, I
movies,
know you don't.
but like I don't
know.
love that kind of like the long waiting, and then something happens.
Yeah.
So when it does happen, it's like damn. It's like, but anyway, I don't hate haunting movies. Sorry, I don't mean to say that.
Okay, what's your name?
Okay, so this one's a bit. I'm trying to remember what I meant by this because I wrote this ages ago.
Okay.
Bit confusing about how you enter the body again. It's even more concerning, keeping in mind that that's a major part of the story. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
there was bits I think were like they get out of the. I'm confused. What do I mean by this, Leo? What did you mean?
So
by
how do
this?
they get back into the body? Like, how do they expel the demon and get back into it?
Yes.
They expel the demon and get back into it
How do they jump in the body?
by going into.
How
the
does
body.
that work? I don't know. I don't
Like-
know what I meant by this. I'm just trying to think about what it.
No,
I'm sure if I watch the movie, I'll be
Yeah.
very more like, oh yeah.
Okay, sure.
But it was like something about.
like the ending. You're talking about the ending.
No, it is fun. Something about. I just don't. What are the?
If I knew what
logistics?
part of it you were
What are
talking
the?
about.
How do they get back? I think it was filmed where like. I want to see him
like,
step in his body.
Go like.
No, I was confused. I was confusion.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what I meant by that.
I think,
But fuck you, Insidious, for not.
for not making Leo remember his critique.
No, I don't know.
So fuck you.
I'll move to another one. Not every spirit worked for me. There was some that seemed very 2000s. Like there's one guy with like I think it was a hat or had like long hair and he was like wearing a jacket.
Oh, the jacket.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't like that. I
don't like him either, but he's awesome.
That was very cheesy.
Oh, it's so
like
cheesy.
he didn't do anything for me. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, and I didn't need to see the demon guy in the light so much.
I loved it.
I was like, this is funny.
It is
rather than
funny.
actually scary.
Oh, it's so funny.
Like it's great when he's in the shadows. It's great.
Yeah.
You still kind of keep him in the shadows, but when he's like, when his
Well,
little stumpy little
yeah.
legs, and he's like,
Yeah.
ah, it's like okay, gross.
The thing is, like, I agree with you, but I also love it because it's fun and it's funny and it's a silly haunted house movie. And I'm like,
Okay.
and the little guy, I love my little guy. He's running around. Let him stretch his legs. Let him run around. I love it.
It's a bit okay.
And then when he jumps and he gets out of the door, like, when he's in the real world, oh, awesome. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good scare.
Do you want to move on to a negative before we move on to a
Okay,
negative?
pacing can be a bit off at points and not a clear narrative. Sometimes it does the Christopher Nolan thing where I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Oh, okay, sorry. Like sometimes I'm just like, wait, where are we? Okay, we're here. This much time has passed. Okay. Like sometimes it just like goes forward in time without telling you and you have to just like catch up with it, which, you know, it can be a problem in this film and the pacing can in the middle be a bit off, but yeah.
I have a bad memory of the movie, so yes.
Yes.
I agree. Okay. There was bits where the frame rate was changed a lot to be kind of slow and jittery, and it just didn't work.
Oh
for me.
yeah, that's
There were scenes.
obviously,
There were scenes where the frame rate was like,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
not really work. Maybe back then it was fine.
Yeah.
Back in the old 60s.
Yeah.
But to me,
It feels
when I want that 4K
Yeah.
60 FPS,
yeah.
doesn't work.
It feels very much like on the day they didn't capture all they wanted, so they had to slow stuff down and like
Maybe.
do some post editing, which is, you know, the limitation of filmmaking. But you know, that is a critique.
Okay. That's it for me, really.
Cool.
That's all I
That's
got.
it for me as well.
Oh, there you go. Why am I making noises? But okay, that's it. That's the end of the review for Insidious 1.
Insidious 1. Do we rate it now?
We tell them the ratings first.
Yeah, that's
then
right.
we do the rating.
Yeah.
Idiot. No. At the bottom is how he starts smoking. I thought you were like. Anyway, okay. So let me tell you our thermometer of ratings. So at the very bottom of our rating system, we have shit show. Shit show is like it's really bad.
And
There's
stuff.
nothing good about it. It's horrible and it's shit.
Uh-huh.
No show.
No, but fuck off, mate.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
so
late,
sorry.
my
We're
guys.
making random noises. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. No, but at the bottom we have shit show, which is horrible. There's nothing redeemable. It's just crap. Then above that is Ball Snog Out the Door. This is movies that are just boring. They just don't do anything for you. Maybe not boring, but just like I didn't.
It's in the name, Leo.
You didn't
It's Ball
enjoy
Snog
it.
Out
You
the
didn't
Door.
enjoy it. Maybe there's some maybe good elements. Maybe. Mostly just bad. Then above that is Book Appointment for Disappointment. This is a movie that's like it has some things going for it, but it just didn't work. Like it could have been great. It had some elements. It just didn't work out. Maybe we had high hopes. Maybe we had good hopes, and it didn't even remotely get to it. It just wasn't good. And that is Ball Snog Out the Door. Then above that,
I think you said Disappointment.
Oh, no, I said Book Appointment for Disappointment.
Yeah, but then after you.
Oh, I said Ball Snog. Did I say Ball Snog Out the Door?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bam! Busted.
Balls busted.
Put the busted PNG on. Busted. Straight to jail. Busted.
Okay. Yeah,
Live
busted.
TV.
Live TV. Busted.
Busted. You saw it here first.
I did.
Busted. Yeah.
Anyway, what's next,
anyway, that was not Ball Song Out the Door. That was Book of Hope for Disappointment. Silly. Then above that is Hey, It's Fun. This is a movie that's good. It's maybe not good. It's fun. It's decent. It's a decent movie. We had a good time with it. The quality may not be amazing, but it was good, and we enjoyed it. And you know what?
What?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. Then above that is Book Appointment for Splendid. No, it's Fantastically Splendid. Good, solid horror movie. It's what you want. It's not perfect. It's not amazing, but it's
brilliant.
Maybe it is amazing, but it's solid. But it's solid. It has a couple of flaws, but mostly it's there.
Good. It's a good, well put together film.
And then above that, oh my God.
What is it, Leo?
It's classic.
Oh, masterpiece.
Yeah, with a / masterpiece. It's a movie
No.
that has little to no flaws. It is so good.
Ow.
It is a staple of the genre. It's going to change how you think about cars. It's the Ford motorway. It's fantastic.
Wow, Mitsubishi.
It's the Mitsubishi Advanced Hilux Supreme Grenade Deluxe. Grenade. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I think I know what you're going to give it. But what are you going to give it, Louis Sebastian?
I was going to do a joke, but masterpiece. I love this film.
This man is giving it a masterpiece.
It's not a film for everyone, of course, but it's a film for me.
Cool.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece. He likes it.
For me, it's a masterpiece. Like if I watch it again and again, I would see more flaws. And like I watched it again with you, and it wasn't perfect. But man, I like liking things. We've been on a spree of watching bad horror. I don't know. I like liking things and being positive and like, this is a good movie. Like, this is good.
Sure.
Masterpiece. I don't think I've given a masterpiece to anything. I'm just like, maybe like once, but like masterpiece, man. It's great.
Yeah. We gave it a Blair Witch.
Blair Witch and
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Yep.
I don't even know. I haven't even thought of it yet. I wasn't even. What am I doing? You know what?
What?
I'm thinking. Hey, it's fun. No. No.
I wouldn't mind. It's your opinion.
Fuck no. Look, I looked at my negatives and I was like, are they really negatives? And you know what? I'm in the Insidious mood. I'm in the mood to be a little bit insidious. So you know what? I'll give it a solid thumbs up. I gotta forget about The Conjuring. I gotta forget about that. But you know what? I'll join you there. Let's give it a classic.
Really?
Let's do it. Why not? Let's give it a classic.
It's a classic.
Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it.
It's a classic.
I was thinking of giving it Fantastically Splendid, but like
you have the right to change your mind.
But you know what? It's good. It's a good movie, and it reminds me. I watched it and I was like, I want to make a film.
Yeah,
it does that to you. It grabs you by the tooties and it says, "Go and do it."
Yeah, the honkamongoos.
So you know what? The bashabaha, the halal
snack pack.
The halal snack pack. It's the halal snack pack of horror because it's like it's not great for you, but it's great for you.
Good. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll give it a classic.
Yeah.
You know what? Why not?
Classic.
Let's do it. But now we're on Insidious Part
2. Change the graphic, Louis. It now says Chapter 2.
Oh, wow.
Chapter
2. Oh no. You okay?
No.
No. All right, we're in Insidious Chapter 2.
2.
Spooky.
The plan is simple.
Number 1, we get the worst director in town. Number 2, we waste $2 million. One for me, one for you. There's a lot of little old ladies out there. Number 3, we open on Broadway. And before you say something, we close on Broadway. Take out $2 million and go to Rio. Rio, nah, that'll never work. Oh, please, ye a little faith. What did anyone say? I'm gonna do the whole thing.
How did you remember?
I skipped one. I didn't say.
You memorized that?
Yes, I love the producers.
I do too, but
yes.
wow.
Yes.
The Broadway.
It does help. I got the CD. I just recently got the
CD's
CD.
nuts.
Yeah. the violation.
Oh no, I'm now Leo.
No, sorry. Let's get straight back to it. Hey. We are doing Insidious Chapter 2, guys. Very exciting. Insidious Chapter 2. We like it as well.
Yeah.
We like it as well. Positives. Let's go straight to the positives. Should I
first
start
of
us
all,
off?
yeah, sure.
So no, you go off. You said first of all.
I was just about to say, first of all, it has a great reopening because like the first one ends and this one just like boom, right back into it. And then it's got that great shot where like they're small in the background and it's the darkness around.
Yeah. I think this is a perfect on that, but perfect continuation.
Perfect continuation.
It feels right, like
bigger budget, better cinematography. Like the acting is better. Just it feels like a more produced movie. You know? Yeah.
There were some things that like.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm like, ooh, maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
It feels less. Whatever, but we'll get to it. But yeah, it feels directly like the movie. It feels directly like the last one. It feels like perfectly like a continuation of it, and it can easily be watched as a double feature and enjoy it. Because we watched it as a double feature.
Great time.
It felt the same. It didn't feel jarring. It's like a Halloween 1, Halloween 2 effect.
Oh, 100%.
Where it works very. Sorry.
Which is also a classic.
Classic. Oh, bless.
The Halloween movies are the exact same as Insidious.
No, but yes, it worked straight away. Fantastic as a continuation double feature. Yeah. Should I
continue?
Yeah, sure. I really like how this movie, while it was a continuation, they did a cool new kind of concept for this movie. Yeah. It's now a kind of like before it was like a haunting movie. Now it's kind of like a possession kind of shining movie.
Oh, so fun.
But we have, an antagonist who's like, now someone's being possessed and they are fully possessed. Yeah. And they have to try to stop that and reverse that. And it's a cool new concept where we're not just repeating the trends of the first one. We're doing something new that's still faithful to the first one. Yeah. But we're doing, you're watching a new kind of movie. You're watching kind of a maniacal kind of Shining-esque kind of movie where someone is, is crazy and mad,
and haunting down the family.
Is slowly realizing this and having to do something. And I think that's very cool. I kind of like how they're doing, not just the same old thing. Yeah.
And also with not doing the same, you've got the B crew back, the B line, the B storyline, as like a mystery investigation, learning about this killer. And it's like, oh, cool. You got at home, you've got the family dealing with Josh being a little prick, and then you've got the Leigh Whannell and
gang,
Leigh Whannell gang, and they're doing a little mystery, and it's real fun. We learn more about Lynn Shaye's character, Allison or whatever, Elise. We learn more about her and more about the further, and like in that little side plot, I think it's just like a perfect doesn't feel out of the realm of Insidious. It feels like a perfectly natural expanding of what we've seen. It's like perfectly natural for the movie to go this way. It's just like, and we get to meet new characters, and it's like, we're not stuck with just the family. We meet new people, and it's
it's good. And I like the new introduction. I forgot the guy's name.
Who worked
alongside Carl. Why not?
I think that was his fake name he gave him or something. Yeah,
I liked him. He was a good character. He suited very well into this. He's like
series. The dice rolls were really cool.
They added like a new kind of element of talking to the dead.
Yeah, and it turns out
we had the ghost mask. We had the ghost mask.
Yeah, we had the smoke mask or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. But the dice was a cool element. It was a cool new way of doing it, and it added that sequence.
That scene
was creepy,
really fun. Yeah,
and it was the new character was fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you wanna go? To something?
Great use of expanding the further with the kind of time travel, but like connecting the not plot holes, but missing questions that still had that were missing answers in the first one. Like, why was the door opening?
Was that not in the first one?
No. In the first one, the door kept opening, and like the alarm would keep going off, and Josh would have to close it and like try to like, what is that?
Then that was never solved.
No, that wasn't solved in the first one. And then the second one, it turns out
that's really cool because I always thought it was solved in the first one, but that's nice.
No, in Josh, and then the second one is the point of view. We see Josh banging on the door and him opening the door, and Claude no, and you know he opens the door, and then it connects both movies, and then because he has to go through there to go to his old house, or I can't remember everything like what happens, but he has to go through there, and it's a good connection of the further. And it's like adding a new thing to the further, a little extra flavor. And then like we see him in the background of a video from the 80s, and he's like, "How was
that time travel
Josh
aspect was kind of cool."
It's like it doesn't make it go like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." It's like, "Oh, sick."
Yeah,
that's the end of my sentence.
I
sick.
I agree. I also believe the time travel sequences were cool, and they definitely added something to that space, the further, and it made the film feel smart. Not that it wasn't, but like it kind of felt like okay, cool. There's like payoffs to little
things, in the
scary
first,
things, and it's all connected, and that's really awesome. And I agree that was cool. I definitely do agree that was pretty good. On that there were great scenes. There were great kind of scary kind of like set pieces, just like the first one. You know, whether it be the line of women wearing cloth over, and you have a feeling like one of them's going to jump out, one of them's going to do something that's scary, and then the one with the dice. That was a great scene, and there's some really good, solid horror sequences that this movie had, and
also like more human horror because it's Josh being possessed. He's a human. So there's great scenes where he loses teeth, and he pulls them out. He's aging, and he chases Rose Byrne and stuff around, and he has a knife behind his back, and it's like, what's behind your back? And it's like, why don't you roll your dice? So like he rolls his dice, and then then like he gets attacked, and it's like a cool like callback to what they're doing before. Good setup.
Yeah, I think it's really. Yeah, I think that's really.
It adds like okay, the people in real life, they aren't safe, like, and also piano. Josh plays a piano in the further, and Rose Byrne can hear it, and that's how she knows that the husband.
Yum. I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I making that noise?
Yum yum yum.
It's a meme.
Yummy film.
I'm just referencing. But yes, that is very cool. Do you want to move on to one before I move on to one, before you move on to one?
I'm pretty much saying all that I want.
I can say more ones, and you can add on to it.
Yeah.
Great performances again from everybody.
Oh, fantastic.
Great performances from everybody. We don't need to say much more than that. Just great. Solid then. Family feels great.
Because I feel like...
Great new guy.
Yeah.
Once again, a solid ending. Good ending.
Fun ending.
Not as like impactful as the first one, but it was just a good little endpoint for the characters where they choose to forget, and it
feels a nice closure, a nice fun
Yeah.
way to end that story.
And I'm so happy that they had the happy ending. The family's as tight as ever, and
and in the year 2022, there's no other movie.
23.
No, we are in 2022.
Oh, we are. Oh, I always forget that. I always think we're ahead. In the future.
Every time we hit 2000, every time we hit December 31st, it goes back to January 1st of this year.
We're doing this.
Still this current age.
That's why,
there has been no announcement of another movie.
No, that's right. I'm so happy about that.
I know, it's great.
Maybe there was an announcement. Well, it doesn't matter.
2021 then.
Yeah. What else did I say? Lin Shaye. She, despite being dead, she was well utilized. Yeah. She was well utilized as a little spirit ghost, little Obi-Wan.
At least.
Love it. Not that she appeared, but it was good.
It has the good ending with her and Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega's in this movie.
Jenna Ortega's in this movie.
I guess that's a positive.
Why didn't they bring her back for number 5?
Yeah, Jenna Wanga. Why isn't Junga
Mungugu in the other one? Junga Mando? So that was Skimby.
Skabudo.
Skabonga.
She's in it. That's good.
Yeah.
What else do I have as a positive?
The budget would be like 50 million if they made her in the 6th one.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my positives.
Yeah. I'll do.
Also,
negative.
keep in mind that this one I did not write any notes for.
It's chill.
So I really don't remember that.
We don't
much
usually
at all.
we don't usually do sequels. You know, this is a treat. This is an extra treat.
Double feature.
Double
Hope
feature.
you're enjoying it.
Extra
All right,
little treat.
negative. Start us off.
Negatives. Not as many memorable scenes. And
Sure.
when I say that, I mean like there are great scenes, but there aren't as many like when I saw that one, it shook me, you know. Like, or when I say that one, it's like, oh, that one jumps to mind. This one feels more of like just like a narrative story.
Sure.
And there are like, you know, there are scare scenes, but there's no living room jump scare. There's no tiptoe around the tulips. There's no like drawing the demon in the corner. You know, there's like there are great scenes like the dice, and then there's the insane asylum, and there's the sheets, and there's like the woman like strangling and going, yeah. You know, this and like and the mother running around being all creepy and stuff. Like there's some great stuff. It's just like
and the basement scene.
Yeah,
which is really good.
It's just not as like bam impactful as my boy. But
sure,
that's okay.
Sure,
yeah, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but like it's just noticing.
A big negative I had, one that stuck in mind, is that sometimes the film felt a little bit tonally inconsistent. And what I mean by that is that there was like the comedy of the camera duo didn't always work. Like for example, when there was like that fight going on and they kind of come in and they stumble over each other and they like fail into fire and they fall over and knock their heads and knock themselves out. That felt weird. That didn't feel... That was like, ooh. Yeah. That's the kind of like... It tonally just doesn't fit the horrific thing that's going on. Yeah. So it just... I don't think the movie may have had some tonal problems. And there's other scenes as well that I'm going to get to in the next negative that I have.
Okay, you can just go.
Okay, yeah. Some of the... like flashbacks to the Bride and Black story with the mums like that felt weird. Like that didn't feel tonally consistent and felt a little bit too much like it wasn't scary to me. Yeah. Like it was like actually seeing her with this like makeup on and going like, you do this and then she's like, oh, and looks over at them. It felt that just tonally didn't fit for me. And that just to me just wasn't very scary. It just maybe because it was all very bright. Yeah. But it wasn't scary and just didn't... I would say it wasn't... Oh, no, you go. I was just saying, it's not very scary, but for me, it didn't feel off. I enjoyed it. To me, it did. Okay. To me, it did. It felt a bit like... I would say, yeah, I agree. It wasn't learning all this backstory like that just didn't... Maybe I haven't seen the rest of the series. Maybe that's what it kind of does. Slap. But, like, it just didn't totally fit for me. I was just kind of like, okay... And it wasn't scary, and I just didn't... Yeah. I would say, it's not scary. It's not scary. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I didn't mind it. But I hated that. It was the worst. No, I didn't hate it. It's okay. Do you want to go to another negative before I go to another negative? It still relies on the scary noises and, like, the same thing with the James Wan direction was another, like... Just not that he's bad. It's just those specific scenes. But it was just, like, okay. Yeah. It's the same kind of, like... Yeah. Nothing there. And I'm just fatigued. Some of them like, if I'm not thinking about like, oh, I've seen this before, like some of them are like, oh, that's actually scary. Like there are some parts from like tense, but like it doesn't take away from the fact that like now that we live 10 years from this film, it's like I've seen that so many times. Yeah. If I watched this film in 2010, maybe I'd be like, oh, this is the scariest shit ever. Because I live now, it's like, yep, there's nothing there. Yeah. Demon. You know, it's like I know the formula. Yeah, and I don't have too many more negatives to really say. I'm pretty much done. Should we just go then? Should we rate it? Yeah. Wow, that was fast, wasn't it? Fast and loose. That was a fast one for Insidious 2. Fasty goose. Geesey gunts. We've said our rating. We've said what the system is. Yeah. We're not going to go again. Where do we land? I don't even know. I'm just going to go Fantastically Splendid. Me too. Fantastically Splendid. Yeah. It's like... I think I just burped. Insidious 2. Yeah, Fantastically Splendid. Fantastically Splendid. Yeah. This movie, I don't get it. I don't get why people, dislike this movie. People put this often at the bottom of their list. It's a lot of fun. It's the worst sequel. It's a lot of fun. Or just the worst in the franchise. I'm like, no. Look at yourself. Get out of here. Look at yourself and look what you've become. Like movies again. Yeah.
Why don't we like movies anymore? Everyone's
Look at this.
so obsessed.
Look at what this movie did,
Yeah.
and then compare it to the Red Door. Is this really?
Yeah,
Is this really
the-
worse than
is
the
that
Red Door?
worse than the Red Door?
Are you being serious? Are you
Yeah.
objectively telling me this is
Everyone
worse
is
than the Red
so
Door?
obsessed with like having like such strong negative opinions. Why don't people have strong positive opinions anymore?
Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy a film that isn't actually
Cut
bad.
to our Red Door review.
But that
Fuck
aren't
this
bad.
movie.
Like
No.
Red Door is a bad movie, but this one
Well,
is
it's alright,
just
maybe.
this one's good.
Yeah.
Like this one's like
So yeah, fantastically splendid for Insidious 2, and you saw for Insidious 1. We
One
gave it a
classic.
crazy classic. We're hearing right now the crew down at Blumhouse,
they're
drinking
cheering.
champagne.
they're
They're
cheering.
like, holy crap, we
10
got a
years later,
we got a classic.
we got the Oscar
from
nominated.
the horror Herald. What fantastic! I'm
Yeah.
glad to see them being happy about it. That means the world to
What's the word
us.
Blum.
Shout out to Australia.
Shout out.
Australia,
you.
you're welcome. The world, you're more welcome
Yeah.
for those movies.
Jason Blum, if you see this, eat an orange.
Eden, oh yeah,
Get some
Not a
citrus.
Blum.
You don't want to get scurvy.
that's just a little note from Laurie.
Little note for you.
Thank you.
I'm not promoting any of your movies. Have some oranges.
Yo. That
Don't
was
you
it.
think she looks tired?
Sorry?
Doctor Who reference there.
Trying to remember. Anyway, any hoot.
Did you just whisper Jonga
I
Mungunga?
was just trying to remember.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought as well. I thought
No.
I had my brain.
No. Anyway,
Anyway,
that is that. That
Yeah.
is our review. But before you go, I know you've been anxiously waiting to hear the review, the quiz.
The quiz.
The quiz results. Last week, I asked you for little Josh's mom, Patrick Wilson's mother.
Lorraine.
A lot of people, auditioned for that role. I named you 4 actresses. I'm going to try to remember them. I named you Nicole Kidman. I named you good old Emily Blunt. Renee Zellweger, and Emma Thompson. I said one of these people was not the person who auditioned.
But do you mean like auditioned or got offered the role?
Auditioned. Or offered. I don't know.
Okay.
You would think, people like Nicole Kidman wouldn't need to audition.
Yeah, she'd be offered.
But you don't know. This tested for it, whatever. But crazy to hear it. But Emily Blunt wasn't the one.
Yeah.
That's right. 30-year-old Emily
younger
Blunt,
than Josh in this movie.
10 years younger than Josh, wasn't the
Wasn't
mother.
the one.
I know, that's crazy. I know a lot of you were thinking, Emily Blunt,
was
Emily
Emily
Blunt,
Blunt.
Mary Poppins. No, honey.
The original
wasn't.
Mary Poppins.
Nicole Kidman, that's crazy. Australian.
She got offered this movie?
Maybe.
And she said no? What an idiot.
I don't know if she got offered. Maybe she auditioned. I don't know.
Imagine getting Nicole Kidman to audition. Like, hey, it's Insidious. And she's
Yeah,
like,
but listen, if you had Nicole Kidman,
I wanna
would you
s-
want Nicole Kidman in that movie?
no.
It would take away from the
Yeah,
movie.
take away from the film.
So there you go.
It would have been a hey, it's fun. No.
No. But that's the movie. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's the movie. That's the review.
Do we have
But
another-
no, we have
we have
one
a
for next
question?
week.
Don't we have a
have
question?
an Insidious trivia to give you for next week. Very serious. Okay. For the role of Josh.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Which of these 4 actors? I'm gonna name you 4 actors. Okay. Which of these actors wasn't considered for the role of Josh Lambert? Josh Lambert. Remember, that's Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh, Ewan McGregor. Interesting. Okay.
Ethan Hawke.
Whoa. Sinister and Insidious.
Alec Baldwin. And Brendan Fraser.
Wait. Whoa. Wait. One of them wasn't?
One of them wasn't considered.
Okay,
but
considered.
3 of them was.
Wow.
Make your guesses. Tell me
Brendan
who you think it
Fraser
is.
was considered for this?
Tell me, maybe not. Tell me who you think it is in the comments below.
Yes.
We'll catch you next time
Catch you
on
next
the Flippity
time
Flip.
on the Flippity
We
Flop
don't even
Flop.
know what we're reviewing next. We don't even freaking
We don't
know.
even frunking
We might do a
front.
franchise review if I can watch the movies quick. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's,
Who-
man, Insidious month.
Who
knows?
knows?
Insidious
knows?
month. Two
Insidious
Insidious movies
Insidious
in a row.
month?
two Insidious movies in a row. That's crazy.
There you go. All right, we love you guys.
Okay, bye.
Peace out. Have a
Peace
good
out.
one. Remember, support the Writers' Strike. Support the Screen Actors Guild.
Screen Actors Guild.
We love you guys.
We love you very much.
I know that's an American thing. We live in Australia. We shouldn't even give crap.
Well,
But
it affects this movie.
no. This is an Australian film. You know it's an
Next
Australian
week we're reviewing an Australian movie. Well,
talk to me.
Oh, that's coming out in August. Or is it out now?
I thought it was out now.
We'll see.
Well, that might be it.
That might be it.
Anyway, we love you guys.
I know,
Have
I
a good
love
one.
you. Bye.
Big kisses.
Bye.
You know who you are.
You know
Big
who you
kiss
are.
to you.
Big.
Bye-bye.
Also to you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.